Hi, I'm Miguel with My Restaurant CFO. Right now, with this coronavirus crisis that we're seeing pretty much obviously around the world, but definitely for the hospitality industry, we are getting phone calls from obviously a lot of our clients, as well as friends in the industry and fellow vendors as to what to do right now and what are the challenges. I know it can seem like to be a very paralyzing time and really scary. And yes, those fears are true. Nonetheless, there's a lot of things you can be doing. And our team, we got together and we came up with 4 items that you can really focus on right now to take care of your business. Here's the deal, what we do know, it's gonna turn around eventually. Obviously, hopefully our game plan is to last until that point. And there's some things you can be doing right now. So as we wait for the crisis to be over, whether it's in a few weeks or a few months, there's some 4 specific things you can be doing right now. First and foremost, protect your brand, protect your image. This is not the time to cut corners. This is not the time to have errors, both in execution and in service. But also take a look at how you're being presented online and how you're marketing yourself. You know, right when it first started happening, everyone started posting about that we do online deliveries and that we were part of Uber Eats, which definitely helps get business. But after a while, everyone's posting that. It seems to be more like wallpaper. So your job right now is saying what makes our brand unique, what is so special about us, and make sure you're promoting that on the internet. The reason I say the internet is because that's what everyone's sitting on right now, whether they're stuck at home and they have nothing better to do and you're just scrolling through Instagram and Facebook, or whether they're trying to find out what news are happening, what's the latest that the government is sharing. They are online, so they're more apt to see what you're saying on there. Do keep in mind, social media feeds repeat pretty quickly or clear up pretty quickly. So make sure you're posting now more than you did in the past. You're really not bothering people, but your content has to be unique. I'm not a marketing expert, but definitely as we talk to our marketing friends, that is a message coming around. So what is special about you? You make sure you put it online. And then when people actually do walk into your organization, whether it's through online delivery or just pick up at your counter, or maybe you're going out and trying to help out and do some sort of social help or service, you want to make sure that you're executing at the highest level. So make sure your team looks great, big smiles, the food is perfect, and I always say be basic, brilliant at the basics. That means hot food hot, cold food cold. Make sure those errors are not being made. So that's the first thing you should be doing. Take care of your brand. Number 2 is look at your costs and look at it tightly. This is the time to go into and make sure nothing's on automatic pay. Tearing everything off on automatic pay, and you write the checks specifically when it's time to go write them. You start talking to your vendors immediately. Talk to your landlords, your purveyors. Obviously, we're all in the same boat. They're feeling the same amount of pressure, but they want to keep you for the long term, and they're going to be here to help you out as much as they possibly can. So it could be extending credit terms, it could be partial pays. In some situations, they're saying, hey, don't pay us until you're ready. We're seeing a lot of landlords doing that across the country once you start talking to them. But definitely, for sure, take everything that's on auto pay or ACH, take that completely off, and you're going to dictate when you actually start to pay. Obviously, the next piece you're going to look at is make sure you're actually cutting your costs in respects to labor. Try to match your labor to projected sales. And so how do you do that? Well, obviously, you're going to cut back on the hours. We're seeing some of our clients actually negotiate with their employees, and then some employees actually voluntarily take a cut in pay. The situation they're in is they want to get some pay versus no pay. So you make some adjustments in that sense. And then the other big piece, obviously, is we're seeing a lot of employers tell their employees, hey, you know what, for those of you guys who can't, we can't give you hours, just please immediately file for unemployment. The government's there to help you. Most states are actually being proactive and releasing unemployment claims almost immediately. And so get on that point, that way they can start getting cash flow in their hand. But control your labor. It is the biggest biggest cost to your business, whether now during a crisis or in general. So be very smart about that. And also take a look at your food costs and your beverage costs if you happen to still be open as a bar. Make sure you're really minimizing mistakes and people adhering to recipes and yields. Third thing is look at your processes. You know, how do you run your business? Obviously, for a lot of our clients, yes, some are shut down completely, but a lot of them are saying that they can't. They're closed in their dining room, but they're doing online orders, delivery. So look at the process on how the customer is going to get their food and how we dictate everything else. Maybe it's changing hours of operations, maybe being closed one specific day for rest and cleanup. A lot of these things need to take a look at and make sure you're doing correctly. Obviously, if you're not on online delivery, if you're not doing DoorDash or Uber Eats, which right now are cutting fees both to the restaurant vendors as well as to the customers. If you haven't set up online ordering for your own website, that way they can do pickup or curbside pickup, you need to get on that immediately. The restaurants that have that are the ones that are still continuing doing business. And then the fourth piece is look at your cash flow. Cash is king. So the most you can hold in your pocket, the better off you're going to be for the long term. What we don't know in this situation is how long this is going to last. In some states, they're still relatively open, states like Texas, while today New York State closed down the entire state for essential services. So we don't know how long you have to hold this cash for, so make sure you're using all the available options of credit and bring cash into your fold. There are some lenders starting to lend again. Obviously the SBA is available to you right now, both the disaster loan as well as SBA 7 loan. Which one of your professionals, an accountant, or feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to walk you through that process and how to get it done. As well as a lot of government entities, mainly at the state level, are given disaster loan or bridge loans to help you kind of get through the next piece. Some of these papers are a little bit convoluted. It's not as straightforward as you like it to be. So if you need help with that, please let us know. One of our team would be happy to help you out. And they do offer most of these forms in multiple languages. So if you have a language barrier, take a look at it. Obviously our firm, we can speak in English and Spanish with you. We can help you out in both either language if you need help and such. So these are the 4 things you need to do right now. Take a look at your business, how to protect it during this coronavirus process. It is tough right now, we get it, but chin up, stay positive, stay strong. The best thing you can do about it right now is have a positive attitude towards this thing and say, hey, we know coming out of it, we're gonna be a lot better. We felt the exact same thing in 07, 08, and here's a chance to really improve your operations. So good luck, and feel free to reach out to us if you need any help.